MysteriousJG, and welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Evermore. This Let's Play is making me feel dumb. Because... And it's this whole pyramid. The pyramid's draining my intelligence somehow, because I had somebody making smart-ass remarks. I think it's the same guy who you know, the "You're a sheep, will you believe in the moon landing" guy. Because of... like the dog sniffing around and hinting that you're supposed to hit a specific switch, and I kept missing it. Well, I just checked a FAQ, and sure, I would have figured this out. I know I would have, but I was in such a, like, I'm only going to have time to record 2 videos. I need to keep things moving. So I checked a FAQ, and, like, sure enough, the way to get through here is fairly obvious. You levitate the rock onto one switch. Then I had to manually make the dog go stand on one and have the kid stand on one, because you got to stand on all 3 at the same time. What was throwing me off is that hitting any individual switch would open a door, so it seemed like all the switches had already activated, but whatever. I'm not going to do that right now, because the other thing I found out, which I wouldn't have known, is that we'll miss a little bit, and it's probably not worth the effort. We'll probably be really underwhelmed by it when we see it, but the reason we are actually told to go there, to go to this location. I was just exploring and stumbled across it, but in fact, if we go find... Horace Highwater, or whatever his name was, he will tell us about this place in plot dialogue and ask us to come here if we, in fact, go and visit him first. And he'll actually tell us what's going on. And you'll notice that the kid said something about Tiny. Well, yeah, there's a plot point going on here with the character Tiny. The ironically named Tiny. So, in fact, we should actually go to talk to Horace before we start just randomly exploring new zones. Just as I'm sure that when we go to Prehistoria, we probably want to actually talk to Fire Eyes before, and like get a little bit of plot background of what's going on before we just start rushing off to adventure. Oh, man, guy gave us a plague. So frame skipping away, but in fact I'm pretty sure we don't have to manually cross the desert. Yeah, there's got to be some place to land, and here it is. These little fire pits indicate safe places to land. And they indicate that we've got the plague. Hey, we leveled up our cure magic, even though that's not at all necessary. Because that's a spell that is not affected by leveling. And the 500 plus hit points restored even when we split the healing across 2 characters is why I haven't really gotten all that interested and worried about leveling up. Or getting, there's a higher, look, there's a separate healing spell that we could find that I'm not that worried about. Okay to go through this gate. I mean it. I really do. I'm not kidding. Kid, sorry about that. Vowel crack. Come and go as you wish. Okay, but watch it. I've got level 3 axe with your name on it. See, because earlier they wouldn't let you in, and it's like a callback. This may be the first time we've ever been allowed to pass through. We've been on the screen before for plot reasons, but we never had, like, control to come in and out. Hi there, don't try getting dirt in this place. It's my job to keep the house clean. Certainly the dog was here a long time ago. I had forgotten momentarily how to run. In-game. Forget how... Oh, that's right. I probably made him talk like Hulk Hogan. A lot of characters in this game talk like Hulk Hogan, but he's Horace. So maybe I made him talk like Horace Hogan. I don't remember how Horace talked before. Maybe he was just a generic British guy. By God, it's my young friends, Ray Chesley and Tina Medea. I'm afraid I have unpleasant news to share with you. Tiny has set himself up as leader of the Oglets in the depths of the pyramid. I fear the power has gone to his head. The foam went straight to his brain. Should you try to talk some sense into him, please be very careful. I've discovered a spell in the palace library that may help you. It requires 1 limestone and 2 parts bone. And it's barrier. It shields the target hero. fiber to get rid of Cure. And bring in Barrier just to see what its symbol looks like. Got it. I don't really care about Barrier. I don't think we're going to care about it. I think at this point we basically have the spells we're going to be using at the end of the game. I suppose I could read about Barrier, but I don't feel like we have the time and inclination to level it up. Thanks to the help, big man. We'll be careful. Dude. Oh, and you don't even get to stay here, because it's not a... Be careful around those Oglins. We will, don't worry, thanks. Yeah, this is not a room that you actually get to, like, free roam explore, I guess. The fact I was reading said something about a hidden loots in this zone. Or maybe it meant the zone right outside of this zone. I suppose I could let the dog sniff and see what he comes up with. Found some bone. It's supposed to be a call bead. Not that I'm using those much, but yeah. Oh, go ahead there. We found some water hidden in the water. Yeah, there we go. Call bead. Okay. Yeah, I knew there was some kind of secret around here. These call beads I'm picking up may not even be going to my inventory. I may have maximum call beads because I have not been using them. Alright. Oh, this is pretty story. Let's see if there's any way to get any closer. I don't see a fire pit near the pyramid. This, I don't think, counts. No, I don't think you can actually land in Horus's old camp. I think we've got to land in Crustacea and then move... manually traverse the zone there. Hopefully avoid getting plagued this time. Yeah, it's the standing around thinking that you've triggered an elevator, but you're actually frame skipping, standing still while enemies kill you. That just seems the silliest. I knew I'd get poisoned eventually. Doesn't bother me nearly as much as getting plagued, but it's still something that you should probably avoid. And by you, I mean me. I'm the king of the Moglins, man. I'm a king. There's a treasure on the Grand Line, there's no doubt. I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. Give it up, give it up, give it up. No! Yeah, so I was in Japan a couple of years ago, at this point. And, like, One Piece stuff was everywhere. Some of the, you know, animes, Japanimations, whatever you want to call them, that I remember being hot when I was in school. Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. It's not like they're completely forgotten, but yeah, like Neon Genesis Evangelion, I guess, was coming back. But mostly it's just a bunch of fucking One Piece shit all over the place. Oh, well that's nice. The rock stays there. It knows its role and shuts its mouth. No, you don't have to keep re-levitating it, so that's coming. Which means eventually I gotta ditch the levitate spell, because this is probably the last time I'll use it in the game. Well, that being said, we thought we were done with it, and it turns out you need it here. Guess we better get rid of these enemies so that they're not continuing to mess with us as we try to do this. Level 3 axe with your name on it. Very cute. Flashing back to earlier dialogue. Oh, just in time, because one of these little guys decided he was going to come attack us. So I'm thinking this wouldn't have happened before anyway. Oh, that rock probably wasn't there before.
Tidy has found a home here. Leave Tidy and his friends alone. Oglins understand Tidy, and Tidy feels at peace. Leave now before Tidy must crush you.
We have like a boss showdown with Oglins now. Sure seems like it. We should try to finish this off peacefully. What happens if we just teleport? Oh, he's throwing them. That's kind of funny. Is he targetable? No, he is not. So they're playing like boss music, but in fact I'm assuming these guys are pretty much spawn forever. You just need to reach... Oh, wait. That was interesting. So... Alright, well this is going to get old really fast. Let's get the dog back to attacking. Because it seemed like just ignoring them and taking the teleporters eventually go on a loop. So it could still be that you need to not just fight these guys because they spawn faster than you can defeat them. Found some jewels, the treasure that come with them, the Tasmaniac. Yeah, not really sure where this is going. I mean, I'm not in any danger here, but do I just have to beat a certain number of them? I can just keep beating them up and leveling up my axe, but it feels like these guys are going on forever, and it's a puzzle fight as opposed to a endurance showdown. But maybe it's an endurance showdown. Once you've beaten a certain number of them, the fight ends. Well, I leveled up the Night Basher anyway. So it's not like no good came from this. Just very little good. Oh, my first charged up Night Basher shot was a whiff. Go figure. How do I get back out of this zone? Because, yeah, I can't even leave now. Oh, I better find some frickin' vinegar now, because I'm using this stuff much more freely than I did before we could get back to Antiquia. What's going on now? I don't remember how you deal with this. Can I levitate Tiny? Could cast the escape spell, but I have a feeling that's not the solution. How is Tiny like finding peace and happiness with these guys if he keeps throwing them down here into battle? I thought we were friends, Tiny. What's going on with you? Alright, what did I say about not having time? I'm trying to be efficient with my Let's Play here. There's no telling when you will end up in the middle, so keep trying and eventually next to Tiny. Oh, the teleporters are randomized, so you're not supposed to keep fighting these guys until eventually Tiny relents. You're just supposed to keep hitting teleporters because they're randomized in where they take you. Got it. Yeah, because I kept thinking I could eventually find my way back out of here. But the exit's blocked. There we go. You just eventually find your way up to him.
Stop! Tiny gives up. Please don't hurt Tiny. Tiny lifts and Tiny throws and Tiny speaks in the third person, but Tiny doesn't fight. Take the diamond eyes and go.
Received the diamond eyes, which look a lot like the axe we've been using.
Please stop gloating. Take the diamond eyes and go. Leave Tiny alone with his shame.
Well, you're Shane and your Moglins, or whatever they're called. Meanwhile, this guy still wants us dead. How dare you hurt Tiny? And there's still some little like zones in there that I never quite found my way to, but I'm okay with it. Comes a time when you gotta move on. Well, I've really got to find the. I've got to figure out where you're supposed to go to buy more vinegar. Uh, but that's about it. Don't really want to take time. I've already like, jumped to game facts to try to avoid wasting time. But yeah, oh, dang it, game. I'm not going to on screen figure out. Yeah, what is this? I thought I had to go over here to get back up. So if I could figure out which alchemist will sell vinegar now, there should be one somewhere in Antiquia. That would be pretty handy, but I won't figure that out on screen. I'll probably find a way to kill the next 10 minutes of video. Perhaps we'll go visit with Fire Eyes. And from there, once I'm called it a video, I might off-screen check a fact, figure out where to get vinegar, and off-screen stock up on vinegar, so that by the time we do our next video, we'll be all ready to go. So Fire Eyes Village is here, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I am mistaken. And our dog is transformed into Monster Dog. Anything new? We thought we'd never see you again after the volcano blew you away. I'm glad you made it. You visited Strongheart lately? He's got a new formula you should try out. Okay, swamp was washed away after the eruption and flood, but our village was spared. Swamp washed away, huh? The volcano blew a lot of snow into Bug Buck. I'd like to go there take a look, but I'm not old enough. Your heroics in the volcano saved our village from the big freeze. You made special items to bring with you along your journey. Alright, told us about what you did for a village. Thank you. So where's Strongheart? Are you Strongheart? Was that you that we saw flying on the back of the four-winged bird? Nice. Nice. Recently crafted some new armor. It's quite strong. What can I do for you? Well, we probably have to change our money. What's this new armor he's got? Dino helm, dino skin. I guess it's possible these are better than what we've got, but it seems unlikely. Let's save. No. When he says recently, he means after we cleared the first dungeon. So, we do not want that stuff. We should have realized, well, we have hundreds of thousands of the local currency, and they cost a couple of hundred of the local currency. They're probably not the top-end items anymore. You're not Strongheart, are you? You're the young man who saved your village in the big freeze? Thank you for checking out our... Wait, what? Thank you for looking out for our village. And then there's hunger noises. Odd. Hello, friend. Welcome to my inn. You like to rest? Yeah. Actually, I probably could use the couple of hit points. Looking for the guy who's supposed to have a new alchemy spell. Strongheart took another trip to the bug monk recently. He said they're allowed to breeze in the volcano end up there. You should talk to Strongheart. He's developed a new formula. But where the hell is he? Are you saying he actually is at the bug muck? Because I probably do have to go there again. I recall there's a palette swap version of the insect boss that we have to fight, and I'm thinking it's now. You're the hero who vanished the Vipers. Good work. Vanquished the Vipers, excuse me. The hero returns. You're always welcome in our village, Ray Chesney. Let's talk to Strongheart, or Fire Eyes, or whatever. Hi, Ray Chesney. You look like you've been through a lot. That's for sure. Strongheart told me that he saw you riding on the back of a giant bird. Yeah, bird is the word. Actually, it's a flying machine. My friend Tinker Tinderbox made it. You know of other people in this world? Oh yeah, did I not come back and... I don't suppose we've had the ability to come back and revisit, so it's not our fault. We couldn't have backtracked and told her about meeting Horus, for example. Yeah. And two of them from Podunk, Horus and Camellia. Interesting, I know them. Of course, I'm part of the social crowd of Podunk. They were part of the experiment. The only one that's not accounted for is my grandfather. I wonder where he could be. Yeah, he's in space. Space is a plus. Of course, the moon landing was faked, but I think he might be in some sort of strange space station as opposed to one of those totally normal space stations. There are space stations, folks, but they're rare enough. Even though we have them in the real world, I would still consider them kind of strange. And Tinker's going to help me and Tita Medea to get there. And that might be our only way to get back to Podunk. Now we're on a mission from God, in quotes, to find items that Tinker needs in order to send us to space. Two of the items are parts of a big machine that was at the heart of the volcano. When the volcano blew, most of the debris landed on the slope and the bug buck. Those would be good places for you to search. Thanks to the advice, audience. By the way, when you were in that experiment, was anybody else there besides you, Horus, Camellia, and your grandfather? Besides, because someone is causing a lot of trouble around here. And that person might have had something to do with the experiment. I hate the kid's finally figuring it out. That's an interesting theory. But no one else was there. No one except for the butler. Dun dun dun. And they are having fun with the old cliche that the butler did it. But he was just a robot, programmed to clean the house and serve guests. Well, we're going to get to the bottom of this when we get to the space station. Good luck. You'll need it. Let me know if you find a passage back to Podunk. I missed the place. That's some call beads or something. Can't even talk to her. Oh, I sent the wrong button. Thanks for all your help. Let me know if you find a passage back. Podunk, would you like to run-equip your spells? Pretty sure we're done now for reals with Levitate. So bringing back firepower might be a thing. And pretty much from here, we've got two pieces to find in two different directions. I guess I'll do a little reading up. I don't know if I'll be bothered to find the more vinegar on off screen. Excuse me, but should we figure out where it is? Sorry. I feel a little busy. We're pretty darn close to finishing this game at this point, so having again recently gotten just so freaking busy with work and other stuff that I can't keep these 3 LPs going anyway, and I need to get an RQK LP going. I kind of need to wrap this one up. I've had fun with this LP. It's been a weird LP. Small group of loyal people watching, one of whom's acting kind of hostile. But it's a fun game to revisit because trying to showcase everything and therefore falling back on facts, which I would never have. I played through the game years ago with no FAQ and saw, won the game, missed some of the missable stuff, and finding out that there's like some of these little side extra bonus little things that I didn't know about has been kind of fun. So I've definitely enjoyed revisiting this game. And we're not out of the woods yet, though. We've got to retrieve a valve and some other thing in the slopes in the bug muck. And at some point, got to figure out how to get that like pyramid power source. I think, unless I'm crazy and you're not supposed to retrieve that as part of the story. Um, Hopefully, some character will remind us of what we're supposed to do to get that, because I have a sinking feeling that the game told us what to do, and then I took several weeks away from the game and have now forgotten. Hey man, it ain't Ultima 7. I was not expecting to have to take notes to complete this adventure. Anyway, folks, I'm MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more of Secret of Evermore. Bye-bye.